It's 2:03 p.m., and the sun filters gently through the curtains. You walk into the living room and freeze. Your cat is lying on the floor, motionless. Except for one ear twitching like it's picking up a secret radio frequency from the mothership. Your cat is not in their bed, not on the couch. And your cat is not even in the Amazon box you left out for them 2 weeks ago, the one they swore was their forever home. No, today they've chosen the floor. And not even a soft rug, oh no, the hard, cold floor. Why? Is this a sign of the apocalypse? Is your cat broken? Or are they sending some sort of mysterious feline signal to other cats in the area? Today, we finally tackle the mystery that has baffled cat servants since, well, forever. Why does my cat choose the floor of all places? Reason number 1. The thermostat with fur cats are basically living thermostats, but with the temperament of a spoiled monarch. When they are hot, they will seek out the coldest patch of flooring known to mankind. Tile? Perfect. Hardwood? Acceptable. That weird patch of vinyl in your laundry room? Surprisingly delightful. In the summer months, you'll find them sprawled across your bathroom tiles, limbs akimbo, like they've just survived a desert trek and stumbled into an oasis. And they won't move. You can walk past them 10 times, vacuum around them, drop a sock on their head. They are one with the floor now. In winter, it's the opposite. Suddenly, they're chasing every scrap of sunlight, flopping down in a warm beam like it's their personal spotlight. See, cats can't sweat all over like humans. Their sweat glands are only in their paw pads. So to cool down, they physically press themselves onto a cooler surface. And to warm up, they park themselves wherever the temperature hits their royal standards. And here's the kicker. Their standards change daily. One day the kitchen floor is deliciously chilly. The next, it's an affront to my fur and honor. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Reason number 2, the land grab. Your cat isn't just lying on the floor. Oh no, they're making a statement, a declaration, a bold real estate acquisition. Cats have scent glands in their cheeks, along their sides, and in their paws. So when they roll, wiggle, and dramatically flop in a particular spot, they're basically planting their furry little flag and announcing, "This is mine now. This hallway, mine. This patch of carpet, mine. The air above the carpet, mine. Your soul, definitely mine." It's the feline version of property law, but instead of signing paperwork, they just rub their face on it and consider the deal closed. If they flop in the middle of the kitchen, congrats, you no longer own a kitchen. It's been annexed into the meow empire. If they sprawl across the doorway, you now owe the pet me toll, which can be paid in scritches, compliments, or the occasional treat bribe. And the thing is, they don't just claim the spot, they claim the right to be there forever. You could try to step over them, but you'll get that slow, squinty glare that says, "Go ahead, peasant, make my day." You could try to gently move them, but somehow they instantly gain the density of a collapsed star. Owning a cat means living in a constant game of Monopoly, except they own every property, the rent is your dignity, and jail is when they block the bathroom while you really need it. Reason number 3, the highway blockade. You're walking down the hallway with a basket of laundry, maybe a cup of coffee, and suddenly, there they are. Your cat, stretched out like a furry medieval spike trap. You think this is coincidence? My sweet summer child, no, this is planned. Cats know that people walk on floors. If they put themselves in the middle of traffic, you'll be forced to acknowledge them. They're basically living, breathing pop-up ads. Wait, before you reach the kitchen, would you like to pet this cat for 30 minutes? And here's the problem, you can't just step over them. Oh no! If you step over a cat, they will suddenly decide to stand up at exactly the wrong moment. And then you're doing an impromptu interpretive dance called avoiding death while balancing coffee. Reason number 4, the pajama-clad jungle stalker. Sometimes, what looks like your cat's lazy nap is actually an Oscar-worthy performance. They're not resting, they're plotting. There they are, stretched out like a fluffy rug, eyes locked on you, tail flicking like they're tuning into secret predator radio signals. And the moment you stroll past, minding your own business, wearing those cozy socks, wham! Instant ankle ambush. In the wild, cats crouch low before leaping at unsuspecting prey. Your house cat has perfected the same move, only instead of springing at a gazelle, they're after you, your dangling shoelace, or that mysterious pen that somehow rolled under the couch back when Obama was still president. It's a carefully timed operation. First, they measure the distance, then calculate the exact angle of attack, and finally, unleash a burst of chaos with the precision of a furry ninja. Sometimes they even add sound effects, the rapid thump-thump-thump of back paws on the floor before the grand finale pounce. And if you think ignoring them will help, oh no. That just makes you more interesting. In their minds, you've officially become the elusive prey, and nothing fuels a cat's determination like pretending you're too busy to notice their stalking. Before you know it, you're the star of your very own nature documentary, The Human Who Should Have Seen It Coming. Reason number 5. The dramatic meltdown. You know the scene. Your cat's strolling around like royalty, and then, without warning, they melt into the floor in glorious slow motion. Think fainting Victorian aristocrat, minus the corset and plus the fur. This is their behold my delicate beauty act. Translation. Gaze upon my glorious belly fluff, human. You cannot resist me. Your willpower is but a myth. But here's the twist. It's not just an invitation, it's bait. The moment you reach in for a gentle belly rub, they spring the trap. Claws, bunny kicks, and maybe a little bite for good measure. And, just like that, you've been reminded of the unbreakable law of nature. Admire the belly, but touch at your own peril. It's the circle of life, feline edition, where the hunter and the hunted share the same couch. Reason number 6, the panic room. When life gets a bit too much, maybe there's a loud noise, a weird smell, or, heaven forbid, you moved a chair. Cats have a go-to strategy. They flop in a low, flat spot and go full do not disturb. It's basically their version of a panic room, except the walls are invisible and the rent is free. From this position, they can keep an eye on everything, silently judging you while pretending they're completely unbothered. Think of it like hiding under a blanket for comfort, except their blanket is just your hallway floor. Not exactly cozy, but in their minds, it's prime real estate with excellent visibility and quick escape routes. You know, just in case that moved chair tries something. This spot also serves as their command center. From here, they can track every suspicious activity. A bag of chips opening in the kitchen, a moth fluttering near the lamp, or you heading toward the bathroom. Clearly a mission worth escorting. The low vantage point makes them feel hidden, but still gives them the thrill of being in the know, like a tiny, furry secret agent. And don't let the stillness fool you. They're on high alert. One sound, one twitch, and they're ready to either bolt like lightning or launch a full-scale pounce. Until then, they remain there, blending into the carpet, quietly plotting the downfall of that suspiciously rearranged furniture. Reason number 7, the better safe than sorry disclaimer. If your cat suddenly becomes a professional floor ornament, lying around way more than usual, moving like they're stuck in slow motion, or ignoring their favorite toys and treats, it might be more than just their signature sass. Sure, sometimes it's just their inner diva saying, "I'm too important to move right now." But other times, it could be a red flag for something more serious, like arthritis, heat exhaustion, dehydration, or even underlying illnesses that cats are experts at hiding. Fun fact, cats are basically ninjas at pretending they're fine until they're really not. That's why a quick vet check is always worth it. Even if it turns out to be nothing, you'll have peace of mind, and maybe a funny story about how your cat is perfectly healthy, but insisted on auditioning for the role of Victorian fainting couch enthusiast. It's also a good time to check their environment. Is the house too warm? Have they been drinking enough water? Are they moving differently than usual? Cats are creatures of habit, so any big change in behavior, especially a sudden love affair with the floor, is worth paying attention to. Worst case scenario? The vet says, "Your cat's fine, they're just dramatic." Best case scenario? You've caught something early before it becomes a bigger issue. And honestly, a slightly bruised ego from overreacting is a small price to pay for a happy, healthy, possibly overly theatrical cat. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Your support not only encourages us, but also helps other cat lovers discover our content. Don't forget to share your experiences in the comments below, and consider subscribing to the Wise Animals channel for more informative videos on understanding and caring for our feline friends. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.